Hi, I'm Cherie Martin. I'm so thankful today. I'm spending my Thanksgiving holiday in Homer, Alaska with one of my best friends, Jerry Ballew. Now, he also, besides being great looking, he's a great cook, aren't you? Good cook.
You like my cooking?
I love your cooking.
I always do too.
And you caught a salmon yesterday
Yes,
that we're going to make a very simple dip out of, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Smells a little garlicky, Jerry.
It is a little garlicky. What I do is I get about half a cup of onions, dice up my onions, and then I get 2 cloves of garlic, mince my garlic. You can actually cut back on the garlic if you don't like a lot of garlic.
Right.
And
but for Alaska winters and colds, a lot of garlic.
Yes, ma'am. And I really like garlic, so it peps it up a little bit.
Right.
And I also use a little onion powder. And if I don't have enough garlic, I can substitute with some garlic salt.
Right.
And today we're going to use Blue Plate
Blue
mayonnaise.
Plate. What else would I use?
You can actually use a white wine, and a white wine will do well with it. But for those who don't want to cook with wine, Blue Plate will do very well.
Good.
And
has the vinegar, the lemon.
Precisely.
Oh, good.
Yes. And we're going to use 2 packets of cream cheese.
Right.
And we'll mix that in. And it makes a great little dip for when you have guests coming over.
Right.
They can just stand around, snack on that.
Right.
It's real quick, real simple,
right.
and it tastes really good.
Right. And this is one of those things. We do have a lot of guests here today, don't we?
We do.
We have people from a lot of places, and Alaska's kind of like the melting pot, isn't it? This is a great place to spend a holiday.
It is. It is. A lot of wonderful people from many parts of the world, all across the country.
We found some Southern folks.
Yes.
We found some Yankees.
Northern? Yes.
Yankees, we did. And I don't know if we've any foreigners here. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I've
No.
met a few in town, Russian, some
Russian.
Asian.
Right.
And there's seems like a few German people here too that I've met. So they're not here to eat with us, but
no, but we've
there's
got a
lot of
good
people.
variety of folks here, and we're
We
going to
do.
do something. It has obviously an Alaska base.
Yes.
So if I were home in Jasper, Georgia for Thanksgiving, I probably wouldn't make a salmon dip. I'd make
Probably.
turkey and dressing, wouldn't I?
Yes, you would.
And my kids would be tickled.
Yes, everybody would.
Yes, yeah. Now this is something that you caught the salmon, and it's kind of into salmon season. This will be a good dip, and it'll be quick and easy. And now let's assemble this thing.
Sounds good.
Now the cream cheese we really need to soften, don't you? Before
Yes,
we do
you
that.
do. Yeah.
What, can you buy the whipped kind like I buy?
You most certainly can. And if you buy the whipped kind, it's much easier.
It is.
And if you don't buy the whipped kind and want to, you can use a food processor to make the whole process a lot easier. And
But Jerry, honey, we're roughing it in Alaska. This has been so rough. Yeah, really rough. We're in this gorgeous cabin that has been completely, everything we need has been here for us, hasn't it?
it has
It
been.
has.
It's a
And if
beautiful
we didn't have it
location.
when we got here, they went out and bought it for us. So
Precisely. It is.
It's
It
been
is
great.
absolutely beautiful location. You look out the windows, you see
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
glaciers.
A volcano.
Oh yes, a volcano. It is fabulous.
And we're just minutes away from the Homer Spit, which
Yes.
fishing and eagles, and what a
Whale
way to spend a
watching,
holiday.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Ooh, that's smelling good. A little garlicky.
That's
Little
why
garlicky.
I cut back on the garlic for you.
Ooh, smells great.
Now, Cherie, a lot of people won't be able to have access to fresh salmon at that time of year,
Oh, pity.
but they can buy smoked salmon and do the same recipe
Right.
using the smoked salmon, and it turns out just as good.
And you're going to add a little bit of lemon to that?
I am.
Okay.
Usually, you can get a good lemon taste out of your mayonnaise.
And remember, Blue Plate mayonnaise. I do love
Yes.
Blue Plate. You know, one of our hosts is from Virginia, and we did bring her some Blue Plate because that's one of the things you miss. There aren't a lot of brands up here, and I guess because shipping is so expensive, when we went to the grocery store, we kind of got tickled. I didn't find any grits, and I didn't find any self-rising cornmeal. So,
Yeah, the first restaurant I went into, when I got here, I asked if I could get a bowl of grits, and
they went, do what? Yeah. Well,
grits.
you know, we make our own sweet tea, and I actually bought Karen some Louisiana tea and taught her how to make sweet tea because everybody needs that little kick of sweet tea.
Yes. Okay, and that quick,
Wow.
we have our
And that's
dip.
going to feed probably, what, 15 people? Easily. And that was about probably 6 ounces of salmon.
Yeah. We actually used half of that fillet. It was probably about 6 ounces.
Which is awesome. And that went a long way. And that was basically what, 16 ounces of cream cheese?
Yes.
And 3 large tablespoons mayonnaise.
Yes.
Onions.
Onions.
And garlic. And if you wanted to throw in the parsley, or I think Brian has a greenhouse. I don't know if he has any fresh dill or things like that. That would be a good accent, wouldn't it?
The good thing is that you can add whatever you like to this.
What do I say? A recipe is only a beginning.
Right.
Add and take away. And that's one of the things, you and I work well together because we're both creative minds. It's like the tea we made last night.
Yeah.
Honey, it was just a fluke, and it was great.
Yes.
It was great. It was great. So part of cooking is experimental.
Right.
And if it's good, it's really good. And if it's bad, you don't tell anybody. You just grin and bear it and double dog dare anybody to say anything about it. So.
Like your sleeve, yeah.
But we've done well in combining flavors and ideas. And this, when you came up with this, we had a little bit of salmon left from dinner last night.
Yes.
And this sounded perfect.
Yeah.
So we're going to be sharing this with our friends. And I think, here, let's dip some up in this bowl.
Okay.
Then when we come back, we have another guest who's going to help you, and y'all going to prepare halibut. And honey, I'm going to stand back and watch 2 men cook.
All right.
I'm excited. Shame time bad it's not parked out here in the water, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, that looks great.
Thank you.
You want to try that?
Sure.
Let's see what that tastes like. Now we are going to do, the next thing we're going to do is halibut.
Right.
And it's going to be, is it broiled or grilled? Brian came up with this idea. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, I think it's broiled with olive oil base, and sounds delicious.
Try that.
Thank you so much.
There you go. And good. Very good. Very good. Very good idea and very simple idea. And it's one of the things you can do. Holidays. The holidays are coming up.
Right.
So as Christmas comes, New Year's parties, there you go. That's one of the simplest recipes we've ever done. Looks great and smells really good. Now guys, we're going to be back in just a minute, and we are going to go and do another Alaska recipe, which is going to be a halibut. So hang around now. We're going to take a little break. Folks, we're back, and we found a fisherman. While we were on break, I went out to the harbor and found Matt Shadle, who is an Alaskan fisherman, and you brought me a recipe with halibut, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
And the halibut was caught here a couple of days ago, and Cherie and Matt are going to cook for me. This is my Thanksgiving gift to me. I'm in Alaska, and I'm one of the luckiest people in the world. Your boat is now called the Lucky Lady.
Yes, it is.
And your boat that sank last year was called what?
The Risky Business, and they don't call it the Risky Business for anything.
That's right. And you have been on the Deadliest Catch. Your boat has been
my
on,
boat has, yes.
Your boat has been on the Deadliest Catch, and my daughter is a Deadliest Catch addict. I mean, the girl, you do not call her at 9:30 at night because she doesn't want to talk to you. She's watching fishermen risking their lives. Now, you've done this the whole time you've been in Alaska?
Yes, I've been a fisherman 24 years.
Wow. It's interesting.
There's never a dull moment.
And it's tough, isn't it?
It depends on how you look at it.
Okay. But you're out with nature every day.
Yes.
And what could you ask for? Now, Cherie you like hunting and fishing, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, and that's why he's here. I'm here because of the beauty, and this is like, every time I come to Alaska, I think, God did this just for me, but he didn't. He really didn't. We share this with everybody. When you came here, did you think you'd stay forever?
When I came here, I just fell in love with the place.
Absolutely. Everybody does. I mean, you did.
I did.
You called me and you said, you lied. And I said, what? You said, it's prettier than you told me. So it is a beautiful place. Now, guys, I'm going to let you work on the recipe, and we're going to be baking some halibut and talking to you, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what it's like to fish Alaska. We've got the halibut now. Now, Matt, tell me, what kind of halibut is this? How big? How many pounds you think?
This halibut looks to me like he was a 22-pounder. There would have been about 4 fillets this size that came off him.
Wow.
It's a good-looking fish. You can see the translucency in the fish. It doesn't smell fishy. It just smells like the sea.
Oh, wow, wow. Okay, now Jerry, I'm gonna oil the pan and then I want you to go to work. And Matt, you be our director. You tell us what to do because this is all new to us.
Okay, I'll be glad
Alrighty, there you go. Jerry?
Ready?
Wow.
First thing we want to do is put the halibut in skin side up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
He's a little bit longer than the pan. There you go. How about that? Okay.
Perfect. It kind of looks like a whale.
It does. What about that? All right, now what do we do to this? We're just going to bake it for a little bit?
Yep, bake it for about 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. You want to stick that, here Matt, you stick that in the oven for us.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to introduce Matt to a product we use often in the
Yes.
South, and the product is Blue Plate Mayonnaise.
Yes.
When we talked about doing a halibut recipe, somebody told me that there's a recipe in Alaska you use with Blue Plate, or with mayonnaise,
Right.
so we brought our own. We
Right.
brought our own. Now this is going to cook about 10 minutes, and then when it comes out, we're going to baste it with that basically, or cover it with it.
Yes, I'm very excited about this Blue Plate product
Plate.
because just the smell. I opened it up. First thing I noticed was it smells kind of vinegary, and I love vinegar. I just love cooking with vinegar because
That's a great
brings
product.
it brings out the taste of the fish. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to eat some of this.
Well, you know, Karen and Brian, when we came in, she's from the South, so she was familiar with Blue Plate. But a lot of people aren't because it's in the South. It's based in New Orleans. And as a Southern cook, we use it all the time, don't we?
Right.
And we love to find it on sale. Then we stock up. Now, when you fish, is it all year round?
We fish seasonally.
Okay.
Our halibut season starts about March 1st, and it goes until November 15th. And we'll fish anywhere in between there. So the people all across the United States know that they can get a fresh fillet of halibut
That's
for
right.
approximately 9 months of the year. We also do crab. We do a little salmon. We
You
a
do
little bit of everything.
crab. Oh, we need to talk to you. We have a great crab recipe, and in Georgia, I paid $35 for enough crab to make this little bowl of dip. And I've talked about it on the show. I only make that for people I really love because that was a lot of money for a small dip. But crab's very expensive. Now, is it expensive here too?
Not so much. No,
Well,
not so much. When
You think you could fix me up with some crab?
I think we can work on that.
Okay, good. And now how many boats dock here? I know that there are a lot of boats down in the port when we're down there. Is it daily?
Well, Homer's interesting because what you have in Homer is you have a very diverse crowd. It's not all commercial. It's a little of everything. You have the commercial fleet. You have a huge sport fleet. Just the people that want to just go out boating for the day. The
Right.
charter fleet.
Right, we do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have all walks of life here in Homer. Now, if you go to Kodiak, it's very commercialized, and there's a lot more commercial boats.
Yeah,
And then, of
yeah.
course, Dutch Harbor, it's all the big commercial
Exactly,
boats.
exactly. That's our life dream. Is I want to take my daughter to see all the Dutch Harbor stuff, and that's one of those things. I said I would love to get a job cooking for 1 week out on a fishing boat and just see what it would be like.
You're on.
Good,
You are
good.
on.
Am I hired? Okay,
betcha.
okay.
We'd love to.
Now we'll make sweet potato cobbler, and we'll make peach cobbler, and we might make chicken and dumplings out on that boat. What do you think about that?
I think it'd be really good, but I just want to forewarn you, cooking on a vessel is the hardest job probably in the world
You're
because
kidding.
everything's moving. Well, think about it.
Oh,
Like
that's
this
right.
plate,
That's
you'd be
right.
hanging onto this plate, and the blue plate would be flying off, and everything has to be tied down all
Oh
the time.
wow! Oh
Yeah.
wow! I don't know if I want that. Y'all come in here and eat. We'll come here 4 times a year and I'll feed your crew.
I
How about
like that better, yeah.
Okay, that sounds better to me too because I get a little bit seasick. Now we're going to let the halibut cook for about 10 minutes, and when we come back, we're going to baste it with our Blue Plate mayonnaise, which is a great idea. And we're going to cover it in some breadcrumbs and bake it about, 5 more minutes? And you told me how important it is not to overcook halibut. When we come back, we're going to talk about that because all my friends in Alaska who have given me advice say, don't overcook your halibut.
Right.
So remember, guys, don't overcook it. And don't forget to use halibut in your recipes. We've done about 5 since we've been coming to Alaska, and my family loves it. Doesn't have a fishy taste at all or a fishy smell. It's great. It is the chicken of Alaska.
It's the chicken
Chicken
of
of
the sea.
Alaska. That's right. That's right.
And I might want to just add one little thing. This blue plate, anytime you use blue plate like this, it's going to really conserve the dryness. It won't be so dry.
That's right.
It'll keep the moisture in. So it's important to use that blue plate.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Now, guys, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Matt and Jerry are going to feed me dinner. Hang around now. We'll be right back. folks, we're back at Heart of the Home in Homer, Alaska. Man, Matt, looks great.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
Now Brian says there's a trick to this, so Cherie is gonna take the skin off, and it was made easily because it cooked, and then, oh, you just peel it off.
Wow.
How awesome is that? Now, I tried to do it before cooking, and I couldn't get it off. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Look at that. Is that not beautiful? And you catch those all day, every day.
We harvest our fair
Wow.
share.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Now, if we could just have an eagle appear at the window, we could feed the eagle. Now we're gonna cover this in blue plate mayonnaise, then we're gonna put some breadcrumbs on it.
Yes.
We don't need any other seasonings. If people wanna add lemon to it while they're eating it, they can do that, can't they?
But if they use blue plate, they don't
They
need
don't
to.
need
because the
lemon.
lemon's already in.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that looks great. And you
Man,
said
I
this
can
was about a
smell
20-pound one,
It's
22
about
pounds?
yeah, about a 22-pounder. And you know, these really are the best eating because you get a good solid fillet. Once you get up into those 100 and 200 and 300-pound fish, they get a little bit dry.
The biggest one we ever caught was a 65.
Yeah, which is still great. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
great size.
Yeah, my daughter pulled in a 45, and she was out fishing with Captain Don, and he was so impressed. Number one, he loved her southern accent, and he loved the idea that she was a female on a fishing boat who asked for no help. She just, she did it herself, and she was so excited. She loved the trip up here.
Yeah. A lot of people love halibut fishing here in Homer because they go out, and for what they pay to go charter fishing, they bring back about twice as much in meat.
Oh yeah, well we figured it up. I think it was $13.99 a pound where we live, and we took home almost 200 pounds.
Wow.
So we have been eating, honey, I've eaten halibut every which way you can eat. I haven't done it this way, but I have had halibut in a variety of ways. I did one using deep frying it and rolling it in instant potatoes, which was an odd combination, but it was really good. It was really good. Now you're gonna stick that back in the oven, and we're gonna let it cook for 5 more minutes, is that right?
Yes, 5 more minutes.
We've got 5 more minutes to go before we get to sample this, and I can't wait. I think that's a great idea. Now folks, the halibut's gonna be ready in just a couple of minutes, and we are going to be able to share part of Alaska with you. You won't be able to taste it, but you can come, you can plan a trip, you can do like we've done. You can make this a special, special holiday, and this holiday has been made much more special because we had great hosts.
Yes.
We have a very wonderful gift for you.
Oh my goodness, oh, from the boat, risky business.
This will be a collector's item.
Oh my God, I love it.
This boat sank on March 13th.
Oh, March 13th. And I was born on the 13th. Isn't that
No way.
interesting?
Well,
Yes.
the boat sank on March 13th. All of my crew survived.
Wow.
Everybody survived, which is amazing because
That's great. And now you're on the lucky lady.
25-foot seas, heavy freezing spray. The Coast
Oh,
Guard
wow.
chopper happened to be flying in the area.
kidding.
Everybody was rescued.
Oh, I'm
And,
so honored. That is wonderful. And Cherie, you're not wearing it. I don't care how cold it gets while you're bear hunting.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. And this is a great day and a great day to be thankful.
Yes.
I know that folks are going to enjoy this show, and I know they're going to want me to come back to Alaska, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think so.
I think so. Now, Brian, you going to have a place for me to be cooking next time I come back?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But you may have to go cooking on Matt's boat before that.
Or bring Matt's crew in.
This is quite a coincidence because you know what the new name of our boat is? Now, we've replaced this boat with a new boat.
Lucky lady.
The Lucky
Lucky lady. And I feel very lucky today.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you here.
Thank
today.
you so much. I love it. Now, my daughter and I will fight over this. I'll win. I'm pretty tough and I'm pretty strong. I'm kind of like Alaska women. I'm pretty tough and I'm pretty strong. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Heart of the Home every week. Thank you for sharing this very special show with me. This has been awesome. Thank you so, so much. And when we cut away, we're going to show you a little bit of the halibut as it comes out of the oven. Just hang around just one more second. Well, we're back. We're really back. Look at your back and look at my back. You are now the lucky lady, and thank you so much for my jacket.
You're very
I
welcome.
appreciate it so much. And I love this recipe. I'm so glad that Brian shared this with us. Cherie, cut us off a little piece and let's see what it tastes like. And guys, thank you so much. Honestly, this has been the trip of a lifetime. This is my 6th trip to Alaska, and it's probably been my favorite. My favorite. Now, Matt, we're going to let you taste it because you are the man of the hour. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for doing what you do for a living.
Well, halibut is one of the best, easiest fishes to cook. It's
awesome.
Easy to cook. It's not fishy. You can cook it so many different ways.
Well, my 15-year-old son absolutely adores it. And I said it's so funny when people say I don't eat fish and I just want to scream at them, you know, because this isn't fishy at all, is it?
Not at all.
And the blue plate mayonnaise kept it from being dry.
Isn't that something?
Awesome. Cherie, take a bite, honey. That is awesome. Folks, Thanksgiving, once a year, enjoy the time with your family, make new friends. This has been a trip, friends and family, and wonderful memories. And memories are what life is all about. I have some great memories here with my husband. He brought me here, and I continue to come here because I do have some great memories. In the next day or so, we'll be going to the Kenai River. We'll be leaving you. We'll be going to the Kenai, but we want you to tune into Heart of the Home every week and send me your family recipes and send me ideas for shows. Send me somewhere else I'd love as much as Alaska. This has been great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Cherie. You're going bear hunting tomorrow?
Hopefully so, yes.
I hope so. I hope you get me a bear. I've never cooked bear, guys, so stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Thank you again, everybody. Heart of the Home is one of my most precious memories, and you have made that possible. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Just remember, north to Alaska, the rush has just begun.
That's right. That's right. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Folks, I've enjoyed coming into your home. I love you coming into mine. Come back to Harris Farm often. Come back to Harris Acres. I welcome you. Now, I welcome you to enjoy some of my favorite gospel music. You know I love gospel music. I love cooking and I love gospel music. I want you to sit back and enjoy one of my favorite songs, maybe 2 of my favorite songs. I think you're going to like this. Sit back and enjoy.
And I just want to thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord, for everything you've done for me. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord, for making me whole, saving my soul. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
For making the sun to shine, putting the stars in the sky, for the flowers that bloom, the ocean so blue. Thank you, Lord, for every sparrow that sings and makes sweet melody, for the rivers that flow, the rain and the snow. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
I just want to
Thank you, Lord.
just want to
Thank you, Lord,
for everything
you've done for me. Thank you, Lord.
I just want to
Thank you, Lord.
just want to
Thank you, Lord,
for making me whole,
saving my soul. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for my whole family, for the joy that my children bring, for shoes on our feet, plenty to eat. Thank you, Lord, for the church where I worship and pray, for the freedom I have today, for your spirit I feel, God's presence so real. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Just want to thank you, Lord, for everything you've done for me. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord, for making me whole, saving my soul. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
for being a friend so dear, giving my sad heart cheer, for holding my hand when I could not stand. Thank you, Lord, for giving your life for me on a cross at Calvary, for taking my place, for mercy and grace. Thank you, sweet Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
I just want to
Thank you, Lord.
just Let's sing together tonight.
Thank you, Lord.
I just want to thank